Welcome to Anchorage, Alaska, where your Chugiak-Eagle River Chinooks take on the Anchorage Glacier Pilots in a special summer solstice ball game here starting at 9 o'clock. We will play under the midnight sun here in Anchorage at Mulcahy Stadium. After 2 days off, the Chinooks will return to action as the Chinooks come into this one sitting tied for the ABL lead with the Peninsula Oilers at 6-3. Both squads at 6-3. In third place in the ABL, it is those Matsu Miners at 3-3. So they're 500. And then sitting tied for last are the Anchorage teams, the Anchorage Bucks and the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, both sitting at 3-6 on the season. As it is a beautiful Saturday night here in Anchorage. Just gorgeous and sunny. A little chilly, but that's only because of the wind. I mean, I was out there in shorts and T-shirt, and it's not too bad. Just a slight breeze, but otherwise it is just a lovely night for a baseball game, and it's a good thing that it is beautiful and sunny because we are going to be playing late into the night. And as long as this sun is shining and there's no clouds, we're going to be able to play without any lights up till that midnight hour. We'll see if we get to the clock striking midnight or not, but we definitely might, as we are playing in our summer solstice game. We are just about set here for the national anthem as they move through things quickly here at Mulcahy Stadium in the pregame ceremonies. But we're going to take a quick break and for the national anthem, and then we will return with your starting lineups and get ready for first pitch. Take a break and be back with more Chinook baseball in just a moment.
Today's ceremonial first pitch as part of the First National Bank Wealth Management and Trust.
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. Let's take a look at your starting lineups for both teams. First, for the home team, the Anchorage Glacier Pilots leading off. It's the center fielder, number 32, Vaughn Coleman. He's hitting 152 with 5 hits. Batting second, the right fielder, number 14, Cooper Kunis. He's hitting 242 with 8 base knocks and 3 RBIs. Batting third, the third baseman, number 7, Antonio Gianni. He's hitting 267 with 8 hits and 5 RBIs. Batting cleanup for the Glacier Pilots, the first baseman, number 1, Drew Johnson. He's hitting 200 with 1 base hit. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 5, Braden Horn. He's hitting .375 with 12 base knocks and 6 RBIs. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 4, Jake Dahl. Dahl is hitting .273 with 9 hits and 4 RBIs on the season. Batting seventh, the DH, number 24, Nick Cortinas. He's hitting .231 with 3 hits. In the 8th spot for the Pilots, the second baseman, number 21, Zach Hefner. He's batting 1,000 with 3 hits, so he's 3 for 3 on the season. In rounding out the Glacier Pilot starting lineup, it's the shortstop, number 11, Blaze Sizz. He's hitting .207 with 6 hits and 6 RBIs. On the bump for the Pilots this evening, it is number 8, Reef Sharman. Posting an ERA of 0, no wins or losses on 1 start, 5 full innings, 4 hits he gave up, no runs, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts for Reef Sharman out of Cal State Northridge, hometown of Torrance, California. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Chugiak-Eagle River Chinooks. Leading off, it's the center fielder, number 3, Kai Butler. Butler hitting .357 with 10 hits and 5 RBIs. Batting second, the DH, number 10, Austin Young. He's hitting .263 with 5 hits and 6 RBIs. In the 3 spot, the first baseman, number 21, Cal Whiff. He's hitting .292 with 7 hits and 4 RBIs. Batting cleanup for the Fish, the left fielder, number 17, Phoenix West, hitting .545 with 12 hits and 3 RBIs. In the 5 hole, the third baseman, number 1, Drew Hurst. He's hitting .250 with 5 hits and 6 RBIs. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 6, Reese Vassar. He's hitting .385 with 10 hits and 7 RBIs. In the 7th spot, the catcher, number 55, Luke Zaromsky. He's still looking for ABL hit number 1. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 15, Samuel Hess. He's hitting .200 with 1 base knock. Rounding out the Chinooks starting lineup, it will be the shortstop, number 2, Blake Allen. He's hitting .200 with 3 hits and 1 RBI. On the mound for the Nooks, it is number 8, Mason Trotter. He's posting an ERA of 3.38 on no wins or losses on 2 starts. 8 full innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. 4 walks and 4 strikeouts for the pitcher from Rogers State University, hometown of Midwest City, Oklahoma. Those are your starting lineups as we get set for the first pitch here in Anchorage. Little update for you in other ABL action, because we're starting this one late. We've already got a final. Anchorage Bucks take down the Peninsula Oilers 4-2 down at Coral Seymour Ballpark in Kenai. This series down there is now tied 2 apiece. We had 2 days off, Thursday and Friday. The Oilers took both of those 6-5 yesterday, and the day before it was 16-6 blowout. The Oilers took that one. So the rubber match is tomorrow at 6 o'clock down there in Kenai. So we'll see how that one goes and who takes that series. But here we go. It is Glacier Pilots, Chinooks, here at 9 o'clock, late night summer solstice game on June 20th in ABL action. Leading off for the Nooks, it is Kai Butler, the left fielder. First pitch to him. Downstairs, it's 1-0. And that is how we begin the ball game. The 1-0. Same pitch, same spot, and it is 2-0. Ahead is Butler. Thank you to everyone who's able to tune in for a late night contest. I know it is a bit late for anybody down in the lower 48. Misses outside, and it is 3-0. See if he can take a pitch and get on base here to start out the inning. He takes, but it's on the outside half. He was ready to head to first, but called strike one, and it is 3-1 for Butler. And now he's able to head on to first with ball 4. So Butler aboard to start the ball game. Now it is Austin Young. Austin Young, the DH, hitting .263. The Chinooks and the Pilots split their first 2 meetings here at Mulcahy. Have not played at Lee Jordan yet this season, but the Chinooks, they won the first one in the 18-3 blowout. Then it was a 4-2 victory for the Pilots the very next day. In there for a strike on the first pitch to Young. Here's the 0-1. He will throw on over to first. Not even close. And back safely. No balls, 1 strike. The lefty from the stretch kicks and throws. This is tapped on over to short. Should be a routine double play. And no, he's safe at first, so a fielder's choice. You could see a little bit at short. Wasn't a full bobble on the transfer, but did not transfer it completely cleanly. So I think if that's a little smoother, they'll get the double play. But either way, it is a fielder's choice for Austin Young. Now Cal Whiff at the plate with 1 away and runner on first. Slider works its way inside on the first pitch to Whiff, and it is 1-0. Fouled back. We are now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Glacier Pilots fell yesterday to the Matsu Miners 7-2. Couldn't get it done. Now the 1-1. Misses outside, tried to frame it, doesn't get the call. Phoenix West waits on deck. West has been playing out of his mind lately, hitting 545 with 12 hits, and at this point, he started to just not get very many opportunities to even hit the ball. People aren't even pitching to him, as he has just been spraying it all over the field. And Whiff takes it outside. So runners on first and second now, as the starter for the Pilots, Reef Sharman, will lose 2 out of the first 3 batters. Now it is Phoenix West with a runner in scoring position. This is a rare sight for him. As good as he's been hitting the ball, he does not have very many RBIs, only 3 of them. And that's because he just hasn't been hitting in spots where he's got chances to drive in runners, as he fouls one off there. And it is 0-1 to him. But, you know, it's a situation that you'd love to get West into more spots, because he's been so productive. It hasn't mattered when or where he's been hitting it, but just got to get him into these situations, and that's why he's hitting cleanup today. The 0-1 misses down and away on the slider. It is 1-1. Let's take a look at the fielders for the Pilots today. It is from left to right in the outfield, Jake Dahl, Vaughn Coleman, Cooper Kunis. On the infield, Antonio Gianni, Blaze Sizz, Zach Hefner, and Drew Johnson. Behind the dish, Braden Horn And, of course, on the mound, it is Reef Sharman. 1-2 for Phoenix West. Did he go? No, he didn't, and it misses. So 2-2, we are even. Summer solstice game here at Mulcahy Stadium. A decent crowd. As West lifts this one very high into the alley. No problem. And there will be no advance from the runners, and there's 2 away. Now it is Drew Hurst, the third baseman. He's hitting .250 on the season. 5 hits, 6 RBIs for Hurst. So more RBIs than hits. Very much the opposite of Phoenix West. See if you can get a base knock here and drive in the first run of the ballgame. Taking a look back is Sharman, as that's a called strike. I don't know about that. That missed pretty far outside, it looked like to me, but it is 0-1. Sharman's been looking back at second quite a bit here and delivers a ball. See, that one was closer to the plate, I felt like, than the last one, but maybe that's just my eyes. Of course, both, I feel, were balls. 1-1, though. 1-1 down and away, make it 2-1. The Pilots in their blue tops with white letters and numbers, white pants, and the white front paneled hats with the Glacier Pilot on the front. As for the Chinooks, it is the AIA throwback jerseys. That one's fouled back. 2-2 were even. Got the white numbers and white shoulder stripes. And then the red and white outline AIA across the front. Gray road pants. And the all blue caps with the Slammin' Salmon logo on the front. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and foul tipped back. Drew Hurst, you could see it right there. All over his face. He knew he missed a pitch there. Not happy with himself. But he is still alive here in the at-bat. Going to get another chance. The 2-2 takes it down and away. We are full. Payoff pitch coming for Reef Sharman. Sharman from the stretch. The lefty kicks and throws. Runners on the go, and that'll load them up. First inning, bases loaded for the Chinooks, all via the walk. And now it is Reese Vassar, the second baseman. He is hit it pretty good this year, .385 with 10 hits and 7 RBIs for the Arizona Christian Firebird. One base knock would get this thing going for the Chinooks. Wind blowing gently across the diamond from right to left. The 1-0 got it on the knees, and it is 1-1. We're even to Vassar. One ball, one strike. It is up the middle. I don't think anyone's going to get there. The throw on to first. He should be safe. Yep. And that will score the first run of the inning. It took a weird kick off of the mound. It got past Sharman, and it is 1-0 Nooks. Bases still loaded. An infield single for Reese Vassar. Not the way you drew it up, but it does the job, and Kai Butler home to score. Austin Young, he moves over to third. Whiff on to second. Hurst Butler is not the one to score. It is Austin Young who scores. Butler went down in that fielder's choice. So Austin Young scores. Whiff on to third. On to second is Drew Hurst. Vassar is at first. And this should do it as Luke Zaromsky can't get it going. The Chinooks leave them loaded, but they get one on one hit. There are no errors, and, of course, 3 left on base. On to the home half of the first we go. Chinooks lead it 1-0.
Orthopedic Physicians Alaska provides certified athletic trainers with exclusive medical care for the Glacier Pilots. OPA is honored to sponsor the Alaska Baseball League and the Glacier Pilots. Go Pilots! The Pilots appreciate our longtime sponsor, Earhart Roofing. Big enough to serve you, small enough to care. Earhart Roofing, a full-service roofing company. Call them today for all your roofing needs. ConocoPhillips Alaska is proud to support the Glacier Pilots. ConocoPhillips Alaska has been a leader within Alaska's oil industry for more than 50 years. The company is committed to operating with the highest safety standards, responsibly developing Alaska's resources, promoting economic opportunity for Alaska, and being a valuable community partner. Let's go Pilots! Pilots Baseball is also brought to you by the Alyeska Pipeline Service Company. Looking back with pride, looking ahead with confidence. Safely and reliably operating the Trans-Alaska Pipeline system for nearly 50 years. Nothing goes better together than baseball and beer. Get yourself an ice-cold Coors Light, brought to you by the Odom Corporation. Alaska always chooses chill. Please drink responsibly.
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium here in Anchorage. The starter for the Chinooks this evening, it is Mason Trotter out of Rogers State University. This is his 3rd start of the season. Officially no wins or losses. See if he can get his first win of the season here tonight. Leading off for the Miners, it will be number 32, Vaughn Coleman, the center fielder. He's hitting 152 on the young season. Chinooks were able to strike first. They got 1 run on the infield RBI single from Reese Vassar. First pitch to Coleman misses down and away. It is 1-0. The 1-0 lifted into the air, shallow right field. Moving in, that was Samuel Hess, and that is out number 1. So 1 pitch or 2 pitches and a quick out. And now it is Cooper Kunis, the right fielder. First pitch misses outside. It's 1-0. As we take a look at the Chinooks fielders, from left to right on the outfield, it's Phoenix West, Kai Butler, Samuel Hess. On the infield, Drew Hurst, Blake Allen, Reese Vassar, Cal Whiff. And, of course, it is Luke Zaromsky behind the dish and Mason Trotter on the bump. Into the air. It is at the warning track, and he makes the play. Phoenix West was drifting over for that one. It didn't look like it was hit that hard off the bat, but it just kept going as the wind really carrying it a little bit. It looked like not only out, but to the line to the left side. So see if that makes a difference as we go along in this ball game. But it is 2 away for Antonio Gianni, who has hit it all right this year. 267. And he gave us a little bit of trouble when we saw him a couple of weeks ago, early in the month. Upstairs. And it is 2-0 to Gianni. Will catch the corner, says the umpire, and it's 2-1. Oh, wow. The stands have filled up quite a bit since we began the ball game. So we're going to have a nice crowd here at Mulcahy for our summer solstice ball game. Of course, I can never see what's in the grandstand underneath me, but a lot of people down the right field side. 3-1 for Antonio Gianni. Yes, Mark, that was a good point. I just noticed that. These are new flags on the right on the poles, the foul poles, as that is a walk for Antonio Gianni. And those subway flags, they were ripped and torn to shreds on the poles. And I don't believe you guys can see it in your shot, but it is. I mean, those are just the little things that make the ballpark look better. I mean, you've got a flag in the pole that's not completely shredded. And now we've got Spenard Builder Supply flags. And we actually, at the beginning of the season, when the first 2 games we saw here, those subway flags were still up, shredded and tattered, blown in the wind, and now they look good. That is a nice grab. They'll go to second for the easy out, and that's going to end the inning. What a nice diving grab from Reese Vassar to rob Drew Johnson of a base knock. So on to the second inning we go. It is no runs on no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. On to the top of the second we go. Chinooks lead it 1-0.
You've got the vision, and we're here to help bring it to life. From quality lumber and custom decks to windows and doors, we've got everything you need, all in one place. SBS, your project begins here. First National Bank Wealth and Trust has decades of diversified investment, trust, and fiduciary experience. Discover the difference with their highly credentialed team can make for you. Thank you to First National Bank Wealth Management and Trust for their support of Pilots Baseball. Through the years, Teamsters Local 959 has provided outstanding union services to nearly a total of 60,000 Alaskans and their families. Thank you to Teamsters 959 for their support of Pilots Baseball. Thanks to longtime sponsor Alcan Electric, Alaskans lighting the way for Alaska. Now batting for the visiting ball club. from Nelson University, number 15,
Leadoff man for the Chinooks here in the top of the second. It'll be number 15, Samuel Hess. He will be searching for his second base hit of the season. He is hitting 200 with one hit. He's hitting out of the 8-hole today. Be followed up by Blake Allen and Kai Butler. Back up. 1-0 to Hess. Chinooks looking to add on to their 1-0 lead as that is a fair ball. And the throw will pull him off the bag, and it's not even handled. The throw went out of play, it looks like. So on to second goes Hess on the throwing error. I'll be completely honest with you, that looked like one of those. I mean, it was a tough play at third to make, but it was one of those you could just tell he was going to pull him off the bag. I didn't know it was going to sail over his head necessarily like that, but I was going to be really impressed if that throw was on target. And looks like they're just going straight error on the scoreboard. We can do that, but because I think a good routine throw would have gotten him, but it was going to be a nice throw to say the least. But Samuel Hess going to reach on E5. As now Blake Allen with a runner in scoring position here early. Strike on the corner, and it is even 1-1. This right here is when Mulcahy Stadium is at its finest, guys. Beautiful sunny evening, decently full ballpark on a summer solstice night. Obviously, you know, as good as it can be in the year 2026. But we are happy to be here playing ABL baseball at 9:22 Alaska time. Fouled back, and it is 1-2 for Allen. Curious to see if we will make it to that midnight hour. Depends if we have a 3-hour ball game or not. Into the air, little jam shot right at the shortstop, Blaze Sizz, and there is one away now. I mean, that was clearly just a great jam job by the pitcher there. Got him to take it in off the label a little bit inside. And there is one away with Hess on second. Mark says grandstand about half full. That's not too bad, as that one is not handled inside. 1-0. I mean, if you take all the people in the grandstand, all the people down the right field side, and the handful of people in the box down the left field side, it's a pretty decent crowd on hand here. Most we've seen at Mulcahy this year. Into the air, foul territory, and it is 1-1. But that's what you expect on a special ball game. I think this is probably should be the biggest ball game for the Glacier Pilots outside of that 4th of July doubleheader where they play the Bucks. That is a big deal, no question about it. Fouled off, and it is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes with one away. Runner on second. Takes a look back at second. Now kicks and throws downstairs as Butler will even up the count. Kai Butler 0 for 0 in the ballgame. He walked his first time up. Runner goes to third, and he will stay away from it. Rounding for home is Samuel Hess, and that is an RBI single for Kai Butler. I think that the stolen base attempt is what made that right there. I'm not sure that he gets home, or at least gets sent home, if he doesn't already have the jump on that one. So good call from Samuel Hess, and it is 2-0 Nooks here in Anchorage. Now Austin Young, the number 2 hitter, at the plate with a runner on first and only one away. He'll take one down and away, and it is 1-0. The Chinooks, they're getting on base here early. Maybe the makings of an absolute blowout. We'll see. Did it nearly 2 weeks ago in the 18-3 win. They're going to go to second for none. That is a choice. They would have gotten the sure out at first, but they try to get one at second, and nobody gone, so we're going to rule that a fielder's choice for Austin Young again, but he is on base. And now it is Cal Whiff who walked his first time up. With first and second, Cal Whiff will take one outside. It's 1-0. Tonight will be a great night for the Chinooks to get their first home run of the season. That is one thing that the Chinook team last year, they really could slug the ball out of park. Last year's Chinook team was kind of the turning point after some years of not so great Chinook baseball. Fun, but as far as on-field production, not top tier. But last year, they were third out of 4 teams in the ABL. They beat out the Pilots record-wise. And one thing that they did, along with the rest of the league, is they really put the ball over the fence more than other Chinook teams have in the past. And so that was a fun thing to watch. This year, the Chinook team is the best Chinook team I've seen by far. As of right now, as the throwback to second, not in time, but he's got to make a dive back. But and so this is definitely the best Chinook team I've seen. It's been really a joy to watch. But they have not really even threatened the wall too much. They just put the ball in play where it needs to be, and it's a formula for winning baseball. And they've done exactly what they've needed to. But I know some of these guys have the power to do it, so it's going to happen at some point. It's just a question of who and when and where. It's always nice to do it at home for the home fans. As Whiff waves on that one. That is a K for Cal Whiff. It's 2 away now for Phoenix West, the left fielder. And the cleanup man, he is 0 for 1, flew out to center his first time up. First pitch to him. He went, and it is 0-1. But as I was saying, you know, it's always fun to get that first home run for the home fans. So we'll see if it happens on the return trip to Lee Jordan. Be back there next week. Misses outside, 1-1 to Phoenix West. Would love to get one more run here at least. Like to knock home Kai Butler, who's over there on second. They got one in the inning after Butler brought Hess home. The 1-1 pitch on the ground. It is not handled, and we'll see how they score it. I believe that's going to be an error, and that's going to end the inning. But the Chinooks, well, they're not going to get any across. Butler was not able to come home to score, so what an unfortunate turn of events. Thrown out at second after he went a little too far was Young. And I'm going to give that an error that West reaches on an E3. So let's see. It is 1 run on 1 hit. There is 2 errors in the inning and 2 left on base. On to the bottom of the second we go. Chinooks lead it 2-0.
Fire Systems Incorporated has been sprinkling your assets since 1995. We provide you reassurance with sound fire suppression systems. Thank you to Accel Fire Systems for their support of Pilots Baseball. The Pilots are also brought to you by Trident Seafoods. For 53 years, Trident Seafoods has remained a 100% American-owned, family-run company that is rooted in Alaska, innovation, quality, and sustainability. We thank Acrisure for their support of Glacier Pilots Baseball, providing local expertise and protecting what matters most to Alaska and their businesses and families. Thanks, Acrisure. Now batting for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the catcher, number 5, Braden Horn.
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium here in Anchorage, Alaska. Leadoff man for the Pilots in this inning will be the catcher, Braden Horn. He's hitting .375 on the season, so a dangerous hitter for the Pilots. Got to be careful with him. He's got 12 base knocks on the season. Mason Trotter back out. First pitch to him downstairs, and it is 1-0. Swing and a miss. That one wasn't close. And it is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here for Braden Horn. Same spot as the last one. This time he doesn't go, and it is 2-1. Trotter delivers one right down the middle. It is 2-2. We are even. Nice high leg kick from Mason Trotter. Into the air, left field, going back towards the wall and right at the State Farm sign. Phoenix West snags another. So 1 away. And now it is Jake Dahl, the left fielder. Dahl comes into the ballgame hitting .273 on the season. He's got bases empty and nobody gone. This one right into the gap, and it'll roll into right field for a base knock. That is the first base hit of the ballgame for the Glacier Pilots as Nick Cortinas steps to the plate, the DH. Cortinas out of El Paso Community College, hometown of El Paso, Texas. Cortinas hitting .231 on the season. And strike called on the corner. Thought it might have been a hair low, but umpire gives Mason Trotter the strike call there. As waiting on deck, it is Zach Hefner. Zach's brother, Luke Hefner, the first base coach for the Glacier Pilots, and his dad, the head coach at Dallas Baptist University. Two and one now after that one misses upstairs for Cortinas. Both pitchers, or both starters at least, for this evening are lefties pitching out of the stretch for the majority. And have a similar pitch selection. They like the slider and they like the fastball. 2-2, as that's a fastball ripped right at the second baseman, Reese Vassar. And there is 2 away now. Vassar able to look Jake Dahl back to first. No throw, though. He's going to hold up. Now Zach Hefner. He is batting 1,000 on the season. 3 at-bats, 3 hits. See if that changes right here, if he keeps it rolling. The first pitch to him, a slow leg kick, and he takes a big hack. Comes up empty. It's 0-1. Zach Hefner out of the Masters University. So he's teammates with a couple of guys on the Chinooks. Gage Webster, Danny Slasky, Ty Beck. See, hopefully I'm not missing any. Let me look. As that one off the plate, 1-1. And yeah, that's it. There's 3 Chinooks out of the Masters. Strike call on the outside half there. It is 1-2. This umpire, he's got a pretty wide strike zone. Not seeing it super wide north to south, but we also haven't seen a whole lot of pitches north and south. Into the air, as that one was golfed straight over to right, and that's going to do it, as that will end the hitting streak for Hefner. There is no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the top of the 3rd we go. It is 2-0 Chinooks.
Time you're stuck on the runway waiting for takeoff, take a moment to wave hello to the airfield maintenance crews, keeping Alaska's airports safe and operational. They're proudly represented by Public Employees Local 71. Public Employees Local 71, working hard for Alaska. In the last 5 years, Anchorage East Rotary has given over $100,000 in scholarships to students at Bartlett and East High School. Rotary, making our local community better. Thank you to Fireweed Cleaners for keeping your Glacier Pilots uniforms looking great. Count on Fireweed Cleaners to keep you looking great too. Fireweed Cleaners is the best of care for all you wear. Now batting for the visiting ball club, the third baseman, number 1, Drew Hurst.
Top of the third here in Anchorage. Drew Hurst will lead things off for the Chinooks. Hurst 0 for 0 in the ballgame. He walked his first time up. First pitch to him. It is in the air. Little bloop shot on a dive. It is caught. What a diving grab from Vaughn Coleman in center. That was looking like a bloop single all the way until it disappeared into the leather of Vaughn Coleman. So one away, and base is empty now for Reese Vassar. That is a tough break for Drew Hurst, but to be fair, it didn't really hit it all that well. Just blooped it where he thought it would have been a base knock, but instead, little Sports Center top 10 moment there for Vaughn Coleman. And now Reese Vassar, he had the RBI single in the first. See what he can do this time around. He will lace one right at shortstop Blaze Sizz, and there is quickly 2 away. Now it is Luke Zaromski, the catcher. He's still looking for his first hit of the season, his first official hit. And he's got 2 away. Base is empty. He grounded out his first time around. We'll take one down and in, and it is 1-0. You know, it's a pretty decent crowd here when you see people in the left field stands. I don't think we've seen more than one person, as that one is going to get into the alleyway. It's going to roll to the wall, and that is the first base hit of the official season for Luke Zaromski, in on a slide to second base. It is a double for Luke Zaromski, a 2-out double, I might add. And now it is Samuel Hess. See if he can bring him around to score. Hess reached on an error his first time up. But again, haven't seen more than one person in any other game here out in that left field stands. But tonight, it's about half full over there. So, love to see it. Bustling ballpark on a summer solstice eve. Tomorrow is officially the solstice, but we're playing tonight. Misses downstairs. It is 1-1. One ball, one strike. 2 away. Runner on second is Zaromski. Hess takes it at the knees. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that will send Hess back to the dugout and retire the side. There is no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. On the home half of the third we go. 2-0. Nooks lead it.
Thank you to our partners at the Alaska Club, where our team works out. The Alaska Club, the way fitness should be. Today's game is proudly sponsored by The Packaging Store, locally owned and operated in Anchorage since 1993. Whether you're moving, shipping, or need custom packaging and trading for valuable items, trust the team with over 30 years of experience. The Packaging Store, Alaska's packaging, shipping, and moving experts. We thank the Insurance Center for being longtime supporters of Anchorage Glacier Pilots baseball, as well as serving as one of our foul ball sponsors. Excuses are cheap. A DUI is not. The average cost of a DUI in Alaska is $23,000. Don't drive impaired. Arrive alive. This message brought to you by the Alaska Highway Safety Office. Now batting for your Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the shortstop from Cal State Northridge, number 11, Blaze Sizz.
Welcome back to Anchorage, Alaska. Leadoff man for the Pilots here in the bottom of the third. It'll be Blaze Sizz. He'll be followed up by Vaughn Coleman and Cooper Kunis. Mason Trotter delivers down the pipe for strike one. In the air, on the infield, underneath it is Hurst for out number one. Just like that, one away, base is empty now for Vaughn Coleman. Coleman flew out to right his first time up, but boy, did he make an impact defensively. A wonderful diving grab, which did cause a run. It was a run-saving diving grab, as the Drew Hurst would have gotten on base and then been driven in by Luke Zaromsky on that gapper in the alleyway. So if it were not for Vaughn Coleman, it would be 3-0 Chinooks. See if he can do a little something offensively here. Can on that swing. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Trotter right down Broadway, and it is 1-2. Coleman out of Cal State Northridge, hometown of Chico, California. Into the air, this is playable for Samuel Hess, and he gets there in time. 2 away. Now it is Cooper Kunis, the right fielder. He flew out to left his first time up. Down and away. 2 balls, no strikes for Kunis. Cooper Kunis out of Sierra College. He'll take one upstairs. It is 3-0. As I noted, we haven't seen a whole lot of pitches missing up in the zone. That's because these two guys really like the fastball and the slider. Not big on the 12-6 curveball. They don't throw that pitch. Is that one a strike on the corner? 3-2. We are full payoff pitch coming from Mason Trotter. And the couple that we have seen high have just been high fastballs for the most part. As that one's fouled off into his ankle. Hopefully he's all right. Doesn't look like there's any issues, but man, that could not have felt good. We do it again at 3-2. Payoff pitch here for Trotter, as that one's on the ground over to Allen at short, and what a throw. The dugout loves it, and that is going to end the inning. 1, 2, 3, down go the Pilots in short order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. On to the top of the fourth we go here in Anchorage. Chinooks lead it 2-0.
2026 Pilots Pocket Schedule. The Pilots are also brought to you by Bovee Trophies. Bovee Trophies have awards for all occasions. The Pilots would like to thank Moose's Tooth for their generous food donation for our Pilots meet and greet. First National Bank Wealth and Trust, providing investment, trust, and fiduciary services to Alaskans since 1947. Our wealth and trust professional will help guide personal investment strategies designed for your unique priorities and goals. Thank you to First National Bank Wealth Management and Trust. Now batting for the visiting ball club, the Chugiak-Eagle River Chinooks, the shortstop, number 2, Blake Allen.
Leading off for the Chinooks here in the top of the fourth, it'll be the shortstop, Blake Allen. To be followed up by Kai Butler and Austin Young. First pitch to him outside. It is 1-0. Still Reef Sharman on the mound for the Pilots. Giving up the 2 runs on just 3 hits. Had some walk troubles early. The 2-0 misses downstairs. 3-0 here quickly to Blake Allen. See if you can get something good to hit here. More than likely going to take, though. As he does, right down the middle, 3-1. Outside and on to first goes Blake Allen.
Now batting the center fielder.
It's a runner on first with nobody out for Kai Butler. Butler, he is 1 for 1. Had an RBI single. His first time, or his last time around, excuse me. He walked his first time up. Austin Young waits on deck, barring a double play. We will see Cal Whipf, who is in the hole. Strike called on the outside half. It is 0-1. Steps off and throws over to first. He is back without any trouble. And it is going to still be 0-1 here to Kai Butler. Into the air, coming in, and on a dive, it was the shortstop, but not able to make the play, as that one found the Bermuda Triangle. That is a successful bloop single for Kai Butler, and there's runners on first and second for the Chinooks. Blake Allen moves over to second. Now it's Butler with Austin Young at the plate, who is 0-2, fielder's choice both times around. See if he can change that here. Let's take a look at your fishing report for the Chinooks. Tomorrow afternoon, we will head to Palmer for a contest with the Matsu Miners in Palmer again at Herman Brothers Field. So that is tomorrow, Sunday, 4 o'clock. Join us on the stream or in the valley, as it is a long look back at second, as Austin Young shows bunt, pulls back. It's upstairs, 1-0. Then we have a day off on Monday. Then on Tuesday, the 23rd, we will head back home. It will be 6 o'clock against the Anchorage Glacier Pilots at Lee Jordan. Then 2 more days off, Thursday and Friday. That one misses. So 2-0. So Wednesday and Thursday we are off. Then Friday, 6 o'clock against the Glacier Pilots at Lee Jordan. Then Saturday and Sunday, it is the Oilers at 6 o'clock at Lee Jordan. And then on Sunday, it's 4 o'clock against the Oilers. So that is your Chinook fishing report. That is the upcoming games, as it is 2-0 for Austin Young. Misses outside. 3-0 here to Young, and we're going to have a little conversation on the mound. It'll be Braden Horn out to have a conversation with his pitcher, and now going to have a full mound meeting. As the pitching coach for the Pilots and the infield in. I will actually not be here with you guys starting on Tuesday, that game against the Glacier Pilots at home. So I'll be there tomorrow with you guys on the call. But then from Tuesday the 23rd up until the Monday the 29th against the Miners, I will be out of town. I got to go down to California for a wedding. But we will have our statistician, for home games, Trace Neiman. He'll be with you guys while I'm out of town. But then I'll be back with you on Tuesday the 30th against the Bucks at home. So should be hopefully a good stretch there. But I look forward to rejoining you guys then on the 30th. But get to do this one tonight, and then tomorrow a Sunday matinee, as this one is a can of corn for Kunis. And the throw on over to the third, not in time. Both runners move up on the fly. So Austin Young flies out to right, and now it is going to be Cal Whiff. He is 0 for 1, struck out swinging his last time up, but did walk in the first. Got runners in scoring position with only 1 away. Number 23 warming up for the Pilots says Mark. That is Isaac Lucas out of the University of Memphis, hometown of Oakland, California. So we'll see how soon we see him. If things don't go well here with Cal Whiff, maybe pretty quick. And it's Phoenix West on deck, so not a good 1-2 combo if you are the Pilots. That one nearly got him. It's inside. 1-1. Again, thank you to everyone joining in tonight as we have just hit 10 o'clock Alaska time. I know it is late down in the lower 48. We appreciate you staying up. It's going to be late even here as we enter the later stages of this one. As this one in the air, going back, should be no problem for Coleman, but it'll be a sacrifice fly. The runner will hold it second, but no problem for Blake Allen. 3-0 Nooks. So Cal Whiff able to bring Kai Butler home as they tack on another run. Runner still in scoring position for Phoenix West. Going to need something into the gap if he wants to bring him home. Looking for RBI number 4 on the season. There's 2 away here. West takes a nasty slider there in for a strike. It's 0-1. That one a fastball. Down and away. 1-1. Down and way away. 2-1 now. Sun's still shining here in Alaska as we play on past the 10 o'clock hour. Into the air, coming in on it is Coleman. That will finish up the inning. Chinooks get one on the sacrifice fly from Cal Whiff. But that is it. 1 run on 1 hit. There is no errors and 1 left on base. On to the home half of the 4th. 3-0. Chinooks lead it.
Our next winning number is 1063623. Once again, fans, that next winning number 1063623. Congratulations. Our final 4th inning winning number 1063512. Congratulations to all of our winners. Head over to the souvenir stand to claim your prize. Tonight's game is supported by Orthopedic Physicians Alaska. OPA provides certified athletic trainers with exclusive medical care for every one of the athletes. OPA also has injury walk-in clinics which are open to everyone 7 days a week in Anchorage and Wasilla. Now batting for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the 3rd baseman, number 7, Antonio Gianni.
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium as the Chinooks hold a 3-0 lead over the Glacier Pilots here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Antonio Gianni. It is rifled over to short, picked by Allen, and safe for Gianni. It's a base knock. I mean, that's a great throw and great play from Blake Allen, but it just didn't matter. Good enough knock and good enough speed from Gianni. So runner on first with nobody gone for Drew Johnson. He's 0 for 1. Drew Johnson, we have not seen him yet this season, as he is out of the University of Washington, hometown of Gilbert, Arizona. Sky high on the infield, and Vassar underneath it. He'll put it away for out number 1. Now Braden Horn, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. So with 1 away and a runner on first, see if Braden Horn can get something going as he stands in, hitting .375 on the season. Lined right at short, and the throw back going to get him. It's a double play to end the inning. How about it? Blake Allen, he can't get it done on the Gianni single, but he'll get him there. The Chinooks get out of it quickly in the 4th, as there is no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Top of the 5th. Headed your way. Chinooks lead it 3-0.
This is your Fire Systems call to the bullpen. Now on the mound for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, number 23, Isaac Lucas.
New pitcher in the ballgame for the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. It is number 23, Isaac Lucas, out of the University of Memphis, hometown of Oakland, California. In his 1 appearance, it was not a good one for the Memphis Tiger. It was a loss on 3 1/3 pitch. Gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, 5 walks, for 4 strikeouts. ERA of 16.2. See what he can do against the Chinooks this time around. That outing was against the Oilers in a 6-5 loss down in Kenai. First pitch to Drew Hurst. It is a ball down and away, 1-0. Drew Hurst in the ballgame, 0 for 1, flew out to center. That was the one that Vaughn Coleman made a spectacular diving grab for. The 1-0, nearly a ball inside, but called a strike. And it is 1-1. The lefty delivers, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Waiting on deck for the Chinooks, it is Reese Vassar. He'll be followed up by Luke Zaromski, who in his last at-bat got his first official ABL hit. 1-2 from the windup. It is down and away. Lucas, he'll toe the rubber. Kick and throw. And that's going to punch him out looking. So 1 away. And now it is Reese Vassar. Vassar 1 for 2. Lined out to short his last time up. RBI single his first time up. The catcher for the Pilots, Braden Horn, he's playing with one AirPod in. Not sure how many other levels of baseball you're allowed to do that. But, hey, this is summer ball. Could be some sort of pitch comm. But still, you don't see that too often. 1-1. Strike on the corner, and it's 1-1. Fouled off into his own leg, and it is 1-2. Behind in the count is Vassar. With a win here, the Chinooks would vault themselves into first place in the league outright. They're on track to do so here as they lead it 3-0 over the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Outside, it is even 2-2. Isaac Lucas shakes off a couple. Still hasn't found one he likes. Still shaking off pitches. Now he comes set from the windup and delivers on the ground to third. Cleaned up and over in time for out number 2. Mark, it looks like we may have found another human rain delay in Isaac Lucas. Luke Zaromsky, the catcher, at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. He's out ahead of that one. No balls, 1 strike. Wind still steadily just blowing across here at Mulcahy. He leaves it be, but it's in there for a strike anyway. No balls, 2 strikes. Zaromsky behind in the count. Here comes the 0-2. Into the air. It is a towering fly ball in shallow right field, and everyone's walking off. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Down go the Chinooks in short order. It is no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. On to the bottom of the 5th. Here in Anchorage, 3-0. Chinooks lead it.
ConocoPhillips Alaska has been committed to Alaska for more than 50 years and is a proud supporter of the Anchorage Glacier Pilots.
Bottom of the 5th here in Anchorage. Leading off for the Glacier Pilots, it will be number 4, Jake Dahl. Dahl, he is 1 for 1, does have one of the 2 hits in the ballgame for the Pilots. See if you can do it again. Get on base and give the Glacier Pilots a little bit of life here in a ballgame where they just haven't been able to get anything going. Mason Trotter still on the mound for the Chinooks. He has pitched 4 scoreless so far. Can he make it 5? Takes a pitch right down Main Street, and it is 0-1. There's the kick and the throw. He took a non-committal swing there, and it is 0-2. They do say he went. Did he go there? I don't think so. The appeal to third. Nope. No, he did not. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2, it is lined through the gap, and Jake Dahl is now 2 for 2 on the day. Jake Dahl right now the only bright spot for the Glacier Pilots. Now it is Nick Cortinas, the DH. He lined out to second his first time up. Lefty on righty action here. Into the air, moving over, and making the catch is Hess. There is one away. Now Zach Hefner, who came into the ballgame hitting 1,000. He flew out to right his first time up, so now he's down to 750. He was 3 for 3 coming into the ballgame. $750, not anything to scoff at either, though. First pitch to Hefner, right down the middle, and it is 0-1. It's outside. No balls, or 1 ball, 1 strike now. We are playing still with no lights here in Anchorage. Some shadows being cast on the field, but it is still plenty light, blue skies. Throwing over to first. No challenge there. As it does look like we do have 1 light on. Or we've got, well, it does look like we've got lights on above the grandstand. Not really doing much anything. I think those lights are on. As puts a big swing on it. It's 1-2. Yeah, it looks like those lights are on. The ones in the outfield are not. As now Mason Trotter coming set and pitching from the stretch. Into the air, foul territory. It's going to get into the seats. Finally, there's people out there in left field to maybe go get that ball. The rest of the season, that would just be, that ball would be left for dead. No one's going to go get that one. But surely some fan will go find that ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One away, runner on first, and now the lights are coming on in the outfield, it looks like. Again, I think we could play this ball game without any lights, but you never know. They might be putting them on precautionary. 1-2. Throw on over to first. Really not trying to challenge the plate there, just making him head on back just to make him think. Just keeping him at bay because he is taking a decent lead over there at first. Swing and a miss, and that will sit down Hefner. He's now 0 for 2 in the ball game. Now Blaze Sizz at the plate, the number 9 hitter. He is 0 for 1. Flew out to third his first time up. Mason Trotter has been pitching it very well so far in this one. He is only around 60-ish pitches. He's probably going to get to keep going for a while here in this one, maybe even get through 7. I bet he gets taken out sometime during the 7th inning. Maybe they don't even let him see the 7th, but he is looking very good. On the ground, they're going to go over to first and get the out to finish the job. They give up the lead-off single. It does not matter. They strand him, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. On at the top of the 6th we go. Chinooks lead it 3-0.
You have a vision for your project, and we want to help bring it to life. From lumber and decking to windows and floors, we pride ourselves in being a one-stop shop for building and home improvement. SPS, your project begins here. Just like tonight's players, Peterbilt of Alaska and Craig Taylor Equipment knows what it takes to go the distance. For dependable performance, unmatched durability, and service that hits it out of the park, trust Peterbilt of Alaska and Craig Taylor Equipment. Proudly serving hard-working Alaskans across the state. Peterbilt of Alaska and Craig Taylor Equipment for all your truck and equipment needs. Thank you to the Alyeska Pipeline Service Company, celebrating its 49th year of operating the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System in the 49th state. Make it a double play tonight. Grab yourself a snack and an ice-cold Coors Light brought to you by the Odom Corporation. Alaska always chooses chill. Please drink responsibly. Now batting for the Chinooks, the right fielder, number 15.
Top of the 6th here at Mulcahy Stadium. Chinooks going to look to tack on. They lead at 3-0 over the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. Samuel Hess will lead things off for the Nooks. It is Isaac Lucas back out on the mound for the Glacier Pilots. Chopper over to first. He'll take it himself. Does Johnson for out number 1. Now it is Blake Allen with 1 away, bases empty after the quick out number 1. Allen, he is 0 for 1 actually. Walked and scored his last time up, but lined out to short his first time up. First pitch, outside. Horn tried to frame it, but does not get the call. It is 1-0. He may or may not have gone, but in there anyway. And it is 1-1. I think he went either way. Waiting on deck, it is Kai Butler. He's due up in the inning as the lineup flips over. Into the air, foul territory right above my head here in the press box, and it'll hit the deck right behind me. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. From the windup, Lucas delivers one just above the belt, and it is even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Downstairs, we are full for Blake Allen, the shortstop out of St. Mary's University, hometown of Bulverde, Texas. Here is the 3-2 pitch from Lucas. Can't finish the job there. It's fouled off once more.
Foul ball brought to you by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Alaska. Grab an ice-cold Coke and stay in the game.
The 3-2 once more, and he'll lose him. Cannot finish the job, and Blake Allen moves over to first. Back to the top of the order now with Kai Butler, who is 2 for 2. Has singled twice and walked once in this ball game. He's got a runner on first with 1 away. Austin Young waits on deck for the fish, and the runner is headed, and it is a stolen base. Wow. That should have been an easy pickoff. They had him before the pitch was even thrown, and just a late throw. I don't know what Johnson was doing over there first, assessing the situation, but took too long to do it. And runner in scoring position now for Kai Butler. He can make this a 4-3 or 4-0 ball game with 1 swing of the bat. First pitch to him, a strike though on the outside half. The 0-1, same spot. And gets the call this time too, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Lucas delivers one right down the middle this time, and that is going to sit him down on 3 straight pitches looking. Now it is Austin Young. Got the runner on second with 2 away. Austin Young, he is 0 for 3, looking for his first base knock of the ball game, looking to get in on the party. Cal Whip waits on deck. It is now 10:30 Alaska time as the runner goes, and there's no throw, so another stolen base for Blake Allen. He is zipping around the base paths. We appreciate all of you who've stuck with us up to the 10:30 mark here, as I know it's a late one, but boy is it fun playing the late night ball game in the midnight sun. Down and in, 2-0. The official midnight sun ball game, the world famous Midnight Sun ball game actually is being played at the moment. It started about 30 minutes ago up in Fairbanks at Groudon Park. That is the Alaska Gold Panthers of Fairbanks taking on the Utah Yetis, or the Utah Yaks, I believe it is actually. Don't know who they are, but another college summer league team. As last year it was the Glacier Pilots that played in that one, so this year it will not be an ABL team. It'll be an out-of-state travel summer league team. But of course that one always gains national media attention. So cool to see the spotlight on Alaska baseball for a night. But we get our own version here in Anchorage between two ABL teams, as it is 2-2 to Austin Young. Misses above the belt, and we are full. Payoff pitch for Isaac Lucas. Right now, Lucas having a nice bounce back appearance after his, let's just say, rough outing down in Kenai. This one roped down the line, just foul. That would have been trouble. Would have been a nice base knock for Austin Young. Two-bagger for sure. We will see the payoff pitch once more. Here it comes. Into the air. This one lifted high and deep, but foul. Staying alive in this at-bat is Austin Young. He does not want to go down here. See if he can win it. Nothing else. He's working up Lucas's pitch count. And swung on and missed. That'll retire the side. Top of the sixth over. We head to the bottom as there is no runs on no hits, no errors, one left on base. Again, on to the bottom of the sixth. Chinooks lead it 3-0.
Winning number 106-3542. That number again, 106-3542. The next winning number 106-3500. 106-3500. Our final winning ticket 106-3431. That final winning ticket number once more, 106-3431. Congratulations to all of our lucky raffle winners. Head over to the souvenir stand to claim your prize. Teamsters Local 959 has advanced the quality of life for the entire state through its collective bargaining efforts. Better pay, better life, better benefits. Teamsters Local 959. Now batting for your Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the center fielder, number 32, Vaughn Coleman.
As we begin the bottom of the sixth here in Anchorage, it'll be Vaughn Coleman to lead things off. He will face Mason Trotter, who is back out for his sixth inning of work. He has pitched phenomenally so far. Can he keep it going? Vaughn Coleman in the ballgame, 0 for 2. The 1-0 becomes 1-1 after that. Strike finds the outside half. On the ground over to third from the hot corner. It will get there in time for out number 1.
Now batting for the Pilots, the right fielder, number 14.
Now it is Cooper Kunis. The right fielder, he's 0 for 2 in this one as well. Big old leg kick, and it does its job. In there for a strike, 0-1. Strike on the corner. 0-2. Behind in the count now is Cooper Kunis. Roped over to second and on a run. It is Reese Vassar making sure that one doesn't split the gap. 2 away now. The third baseman, Antonio Gianni. He will step to the plate. He is 1 for 1. Single and a walk in this one so far. Came in hitting .267. He has had the Chinooks number a little bit in the 3 games that we've played. Mason Trotter out the stretch. Trying to frame it as Zaromski, but it just misses outside. 1-0. Right now, the Chinooks only lead it 3-0, but it really feels like an insurmountable lead, even though 2 walks and a big old swing ties this ball game up. But that'll do it for the inning. The Chinooks will retire the side, 3 up, 3 down, as Gianni flies out to second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Top of the 7th, headed your way. It is 3-0 Nooks.
Proudly serving hard-working Alaskans across the state. Peterbilt of Alaska and Craig Taylor Equipment for all your truck and equipment needs. Alcan Electrical and Engineering, known throughout Alaska for their ability to plan and manage the most complex electrical, AV, communication, and security projects. Thank you to Alcan for supporting Pilots Baseball. Remember, fans, check out the new location for the concession stand behind the bleachers on the first base side of the ballpark. Rebound Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy are proud supporters of the Anchorage Glacier Pilots and are dedicated to helping the people and athletes of Anchorage move better and play harder. If you're looking to get back on the field or just want to feel better in your daily life, the experts at Rebound Physical Therapy will help you regain strength and reduce recovery time. Schedule your assessment today. Cell Fire Systems is a part of the local 669 Sprinkler Fitters Union, providing Alaskans with top quality products and services. Thank you to Cell Fire Systems for supporting Anchorage Glacier Pilots Baseball.
Top of the 7th here in Anchorage in our summer solstice ball game. Cal Whiff will lead things off for the Chinooks. Whiff is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging, but he's got a walk and a sac fly in this one so far. So he added RBI number 5 today. As the first pitch to him is downstairs, it's 1-0. Isaac Lucas back out for his 3rd inning of work. He seems to be a bulk reliever. He pitched 3 innings in his last appearance, which was in relief as well. So It was actually 3 1/3, so he saw 4 different innings in that one. So he does seem to be definitely a bulk reliever. As that one misses outside as well. 2-1. Waiting on deck, it is Phoenix West. He's still looking for his first hit of the ball game. Did reach on an error, but he definitely is a little bit more used to getting things going. Came in hitting .554. Slow night for him. See if he can get it going as he is due up. 3-1 though to Cal Whiff. See if he pulls the trigger here. Lucas won't give him anything good to hit though, and he will head on to first with a leadoff walk. Now it is Phoenix West with the runner on first and nobody gone. So again, West, he is 0 for 3 in this one. The Pilots did not get the memo that they were supposed to be scared of Phoenix West, and so far it's worked out for them. Haven't had any trouble. But I've got a feeling that might change here. Swing and a miss. It is 0-1. So Trey Harper starting to warm up in the pen for the Chinooks. See if he gets the ball in the bottom half, but I don't think so. Not if he's just starting. No balls, 1 strike here for Phoenix West. He does go, says the home plate umpire on the appeal, and it is 0-2. Yes, this is a live ball game here. We are playing in our summer solstice event, as that one is fouled off. We do it again at 0-2, playing under the midnight sun here in Anchorage. 10:43 local time. Still blue skies. There's just some wispy clouds off in the distance, but it has been a beautiful sunny day here in Anchorage. The 0-2 into the air, and there is way too much underneath this one. West will be retired. Now it is Drew Hurst. Hurst has a runner on first with 1 gone. Hurst is 0 for 2 in this ball game. Does have a walk back in the first. Down and away, 1-0. It will be Reese Vassar up next. He's on deck. The wind has died down significantly here in Anchorage. Flag's just hanging dead out there in left field. It was a steady breeze from right to left throughout the evening, but now it is quieted down a little bit. Down and away, 3-0 here for Drew Hurst. See if Lucas can put it in the zone, or if he sends Drew Hurst over to first and brings Whiff on over to scoring position. Here is that 3-0. He will find it, says the home plate umpire. It is 3-1 now. The lefty delivers out of the stretch, and this could be 2. They'll go to second for 1, And on to first to retire the side. Into the double play goes Hurst for 6-3. As there is no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We head into the 7th inning stretch before the bottom of the 7th as the Chinooks lead it 3-0.
Seventh inning stretch brought to you by the Kennard Family Fund, committed to Anchorage community since 2006. Trident Seafoods is an integral part of the seafood economy that lifts and strengthens all of Alaska. Alaska thrives when our seafood industry thrives.
Bottom of the 7th here in Anchorage. And guess who? It is still Mason Trotter on the mound. He is pitching a gem right now. Only at 65 pitches. As it will be Drew Johnson to lead things off. He'll be followed up by the 5 and 6 hitters Braden Horn and Jake Dahl. Chinooks lead it 3-0 here. As that pitch in there for a strike, it's 0-1. That one misses inside, says the home plate umpire. And it is even 1-1. One ball, one strike into the air. A lot underneath it, and Phoenix West will settle underneath and make out number 1.
Now batting for the Pilots, the catcher, number 5.
Now it is Braden Horn, the catcher. He is 0 for 2, lined into a double play his last time up. See if he can get anything going here this time around. Chinooks have very much been enjoying their summer solstice ball game. They lead at 3-0 and have had really no scares from the Pilots offense. As that is a huge cut that made them look a little silly there. 0-1. Hurst will, Mason Trotter will step back on the mound, toe the rubber, and come set here out of the stretch. Onto the ground, right back to Trotter, ranging over and making a throw that was not ideal. It was Vassar, and I think he knows that should have been a play for Blake Allen, the shortstop. He was there, and he would have been able to make the throw moving over towards first rather than having to throw across his body as Vassar had to. So that's unfortunate, but they'll give him the base hit for Horn, as now it is Jake Dahl, who is 2 for 2. See if he can make it 3 for 3 here. Can't on that pitch. As it is 0-1 after that one just barely foul tipped. So back into the box is Jake Dahl. He'll see the 0-1. Swing and a miss. He is behind 0-2. Things have started to clear out a little bit here in Anchorage, but still a healthy contingent on hand. As we are in the bottom of the 7th. It's been a quick one so far. 0-2 outside. It's 1-2 now. It's like the Pilots are ready to go home and go to bed. See if they can put up any fight and extend this ball game a little bit longer. On the ground, foul. We do it again, 1-2.
All brought to you by the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Alaska.
Honestly, both teams seem like they're ready to go to bed. Chinook said, we got a couple runs early, and we're content to just let it go. But if you're a Chinooks fan, you're liking what you're seeing right now, especially out of Mason Trotter. He is on the precipice of 7 shutout innings. This one in the air might be playable, and it's just out of reach for Drew Hurst, the third baseman. I thought that had a chance, but unfortunately for Drew Hurst there, into the seats. That is going to keep it at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Into the air. A sky-high fly ball coming in, or actually going back. It will be the shortstop, Blake Allen, and there is 2 away now for Nick Cortinas. As it does look like they're going to try and let Mason Trotter finish the inning here. We'll see if Cortinas gets aboard. Maybe they bring in Harper now, but at the moment they're going to try and let him get all 3. As that's a strike at the belt. Waiting on deck for the Pilots, it is Zach Hefner. And this is impressive what he's doing right now, because it is always harder the third time through the lineup, as it is stopped, but not a play to be made. So it is a base knock for Cortinas. And now it is Zach Hefner. See if they let him keep going. They are going to let Mason Trotter pitch to Hefner, as this is the first runner in scoring position of the night for the Glacier Pilots. It is Braden Horn on second. See if they can do anything with it. That is a credit to what Mason Trotter's been able to do. Didn't go. Chinook dugout doesn't like that. As it is 1-0 to Hefner. Hefner 0-2 on the day. Into the air. This should do it. Hurst, no, it will be called off by Blake Allen, and there we go. He gets through the 7th. pitches around the first runner in scoring position of the day, as there is no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. On to the top of the 8th we go. Nooks lead it 3-0.
Has your little angel turned the school restroom into a crime scene? You can thank the Anchorage School District custodians for restoring order before anyone else has to deal with it. ASD custodians are proudly represented by Public Employees Local 71. Public Employees Local 71, working hard for Alaska. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Acrisure. Proud to serve Anchorage and communities across Alaska, Acrisure delivers trusted insurance and risk solutions to help protect your business, your employees, and your future. Acrisure, local expertise you can count on. Wherever you see the Rotary Wheel in Anchorage, your neighbors and local Rotarians are working to make our community better. Thank you to Rotary Anchorage East. Tonight's Pilots cleanup hitter is Drew Johnson, brought to you by Fireweed Cleaners, keeping your Glacier Pilots uniforms looking great. Fireweed Cleaners is the best of care for all you wear.
Top of the 8th here in Anchorage. Chinooks lead it 3-0, as it will still be Isaac Lucas on the mound for the Glacier Pilots, as he has pitched well since coming into the ballgame. He will face Reese Vassar, Luke Zaromsky, and Samuel Hess, as the Chinooks look to add on a little bit more insurance as we head towards the end of this one. First pitch to Vassar. Just downstairs on the changeup. Did he go? Nope. And it is 1-0. Strike on the corner. 1-1 for Vassar. Vassar in the ball game is 1-for-2, as the sprinklers have just come on. Someone forgot to change the automatic time here. So might have a brief delay here while they try to get these off. Someone did not account for the 9 o'clock start time tonight, as we are 1 minute away from the 11 o'clock hour here in Anchorage. Well, we might step aside for a moment here while we figure out this sprinkler debacle. We'll be back in just a few moments, hopefully. Well, we're back as it looks like the sprinklers are starting to die down out there, thankfully. So we can resume play as we have hit the 11 o'clock hour here in Alaska. Still blue skies. Sun is starting to move down across the horizon, but it is still beautiful blue, and we got light. Doesn't look like we're going to make it to the midnight hour here in Anchorage tonight, as this has been a very speedy ball game so far. And see if that continues as we are in the top of the 8th. 1-1 for Reese Vassar. Have to give a couple more warm-up pitches to Isaac Lucas to get him back ready, but we should be back underway. Maybe watch out as that grass might be a little slippery there. See if that makes a difference, but shouldn't make too much. It didn't water for too long. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Reese Vassar. Zaromsky waits on deck. Here comes the 1-1. It is in for a strike. I don't think Vassar likes it. It looked to be maybe a tad outside, but gets the call anyway. So 1-2 now. Isaac Lucas delivers a fastball down the middle. That is strike 3. 1 away. Now Luke Zaromsky to the plate. He is 1 for 3 in the ballgame.
Number 55, Luke Zaromsky.
Mark says should be number 12, Trey Harper, in the ballgame in the 8th. That would make sense. I would imagine it will be Trey Harper in the 8th. Maybe they'll warm up Evan Rossi for a save opportunity if the Chinooks can't get any more runs across. We'll see. Still got 5 more outs that the Chinooks have to get something going. They do lead this one 3-0. Fouled off, and it is 0-2. Quickly behind is Zaromsky. Chinooks put up 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the fourth, and have gone down quietly since. And right now, they are doing the same as that one just misses upstairs. Could have been strike 3. 1-2. See if Zaromsky or Hess can change the going down quietly. It's not looking like Zaromsky is going to. On a stretch, Johnson's able to grab it, and there are 2 away. So now Hess, the base is empty and 2 gone. We'll see if he can get anything. He is 0 for 3, did score in the second after reaching on an error. As he's the last chance in the top of the 8th for the Nooks. Down the middle, it is 0-1. Lucas from the windup, kicks and throws. Into the air, this should get down for a base hit, and it will. It finds the alleyway, and it will be a stand-up double for Samuel Hess. A 2-out knock, and now it is Blake Allen. That is his second hit of the season. So credit to Hess. As now Blake Allen steps in 0 for 1, has walked twice in this one, scored on the walk in the 4th. See if maybe now he can drive in a run, and doesn't look like he's going to. On over to first from Hefner, and that's going to end the inning. They'll strand Hess on second as there's no runs on one hit, no errors, and the one left on base. On to the home half of the 8th we go. It is 3-0 Nooks.
Congratulations. That winning 50-50 split the pot winner, 128-889. If you are a member of the Alaska Club, bring your membership card to get into one of our Glacier Pilots home games. One fan per card and excluding the 4th of July. Thank you to the Alaska Club for their support of Anchorage Glacier Pilots baseball. Pilots fans, we have an exciting announcement. Half off all hot food at the concession stand. Head over to the concession stand behind the bleachers on the first base side of the ballpark. This is the Acel Fire Systems call to the bullpen. Now on the mound for the visiting ball club, the right-hander from Messiah University, number 12, Trey Harper. Thank you to the packaging store for sponsoring tonight's game. Whether you're moving across the country or across the globe, they provide professional domestic and international.
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Chinooks. It is number 12, Trey Harper out of Messiah University, hometown of Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. He is posting a 5.14 ERA, 2 wins, 1 loss on 4 appearances for Harper. 7 full innings pitched, giving up 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts for Harper. See if he can pitch another nice inning for the Chinooks here. He will lead things off with number 11, Blaze Sizz. Sizz 0 for 2 in this one. Sizz will be followed up by the 1 and 2 hitters, Coleman and Kunis. First pitch works its way back into the zone, and it's 0-1. Good pitch there from Harper. The stands have really cleared out here at Mulcahy Stadium. There's a combination of it being past 11 o'clock and it has not been the kind of game that Glacier Pilots fans would be enjoying. 3-0 Nooks with not a whole lot of offensive action. 1-1, or 1-1 turns to 2-1. Now the 2-1 from Harper. Can't quite get the call in the corner. It's 3-1. There is a Chinook warming in the pen. That might be Slasky. Can't tell for sure, but that is a strike on the corner. He tossed his bat to the dugout, but it is called strike 2. It's 3-2 for the righty. Righty on righty action. First righty pitcher into the ball game of the day, and that one will be ball 4. He'll head on to first. And I think you could have challenged him a little bit more there. Trying to kind of paint the outside corners, but I think he was taken all the way there. I could be wrong, but didn't really look like he was interested in swinging the bat. Now back to the top of the order, Vaughn Coleman. Look for something down in the zone, trying to get the double play. Instead, it's through the gap, a diving attempt from Hurston. There is runners on first and second now. It is number 50 in the pen, actually, so that is Slasky's college teammate, Gage Webster.
Now batting for the Pilots, the right fielder, number 14.
So with first and second and nobody out, it is Cooper Kunis, who is 0 for 3. Out to the mound to have a conversation with Harper Zaromsky. Umpire will head out and break up the meeting. Waiting on deck is Antonio Gianni. Gotta make a play here. A base hit very well may score the first run of the ballgame for the Pilots. And 3 runs, like I said, it seems like a lot right now, but all of a sudden you get into one pressure situation like this and things turn around real quick. 1-0 after that pitch misses inside from Harper. Misses outside, 2-0. Now it is the 2-0 pitch. Down the middle. Strike number 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Nobody gone. Runners on first and second. Harper delivers outside. 3-1. He's in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to have to make a couple pitches or get soft contact. Fouled off, so now we're full for Cooper Kunis. 3-2.
Brought to you by our longtime friends at the Insurance Center.
Looking to finish the job here. He couldn't do it on Sizz. Can he get the punchy here? It's down the line. That is on the bag for 1, and obviously not going to be able to make the play there at first, but they get the lead runner for out number 1. All things considered, pretty good outcome for the Chinooks. Cooper Kunis in on a fielder's choice. Now it is Antonio Gianni at the plate with 1 away, still first and second. Now it is going to be Coleman on second, Kunis on first. They're going to try and let Harper get out of this inning, but it could be right here. On to second for 1 and first to get the double play. That will end the inning. Chinooks get out of it. Trey Harper does his job on the 6-4-3 double play. No runs on 1 hit. There is no errors and 1 left on base. On to the home half. Or excuse me, nope, the top of the 9th as the Chinooks lead it 3-0.
This is the SL Fire Systems call to the bullpen. Now on the mound for your Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the right-hander, number 15, Grayson Osborne. We thank the Insurance Center for being longtime supporters of Anchorage Glacier Pilots baseball. as well as serving as one of our foul ball sponsors. Thank you to the University of Alaska Anchorage for supporting the pilots and housing our coaches. Sprained, strained, or broken? Orthopedic Physicians Alaska has injury walk-in clinics which are open to everyone, 7 days a week in Anchorage and Wasilla. OPA is the sponsor of tonight's game. OPA provides certified athletic trainers with exclusive medical care for all of our athletes. Thank you to OPA for supporting Pilots Baseball.
New pitcher and new catcher in the ball game for the Glacier Pilots. The new catcher is number 3, Landon Martindale, out of Orange Coast College, hometown of Anchorage, Alaska. So it's a hometown kid. But on the mound now for the Glacier Pilots is number 15, Grayson Osmond, out of the University of Nevada. Mililani, Hawaii is his hometown. A 9 ERA, 1 win, no losses on 2 appearances. 7 innings pitched, giving up 9 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts. Osmond did pitch in that blowout loss for the Pilots against the Chinooks, 18-3, the final score of that one. As he will face the 1-2-3 hitters here. Kai Butler, Austin Young, and Cal Whiff due up. First pitch to Kai Butler downstairs, 1-0. Top of the 9th here in Anchorage. Evan Rossi warming up, as Mark says. And I would imagine here if the Chinooks can tack a run on, it will be Gage Webster, who is also warming. But if it stays 3-0, it will be Evan Rossi in the save opportunity. Could be Evan Rossi either way, but I'd imagine that if it gets above 3-0 and moves to at least 4-0, that it'll be Gage Webster. But we'll see. 1-1. Strike down the pipe, and it's 1-2. Here is the 1-2 pitch from Osmond on the ground over to third. Cleaned up. And in time for out number 1. There go the sprinklers, 1 level back. So we'll get another quick delay. Hopefully they're back off shortly, as Kai Butler, who came in to the at-bat 2 for 3, now is 2 for 4. Austin Young to plate, searching for base knock number 1 of the ball game, as there the sprinklers have now turned off. So Young, again 0 for 4, but did score in the first inning after reaching on a fielder's choice. See if he can get on base here for Cal Whiff. Bounces it, and it is 1-0. One ball, no strikes. In the air, shallow center field. Coming in is Coleman for out number 2. Now it is Cal Whiff. He is 0 for 1, has 2 walks though and a sac fly in this one. See if he can get his first base knock of the ball game, which would bring up Phoenix West, who is also looking for his first base knock of the ball game. And he may not get another opportunity. First pitch to Whiff. Downstairs, 1-0. again, big thank you to everyone who has stuck with us in this one. Up till 11:20 Alaska time. Outside, down and away. So 2-0 to whiff. It's been a fun one so far. Mostly because the Chinooks are winning it. And we are playing at 11:21 with blue skies. That is ripped down the line. A base hit that'll roll all the way to the corner. It bounces off the foul pole in a weird, funky way that juts out, and it didn't matter. He didn't get any extra base off it, but that is a nice 2-out double for Cal Whiff. He took a good hack on that one, and it came off the bat screaming. Now it is Phoenix West, and a runner in scoring position. And just maybe the Chinooks can put up another insurance run here for whoever comes out in the bottom of the ninth. Outside, it is 1-0. Another opportunity here for Phoenix West to add on to his RBI totals. Only at 3. He would like another one. Again, came in with 12 hits, but only 3 RBIs. A little bit disproportionate as compared to some of the other guys. Ball gets away, but Whiff doesn't even look towards third. Two 2-0 here to West. Hurst waits on deck. See if he gets an opportunity here. The 2-0. Downstairs, and it is 3-0. We are way ahead with Phoenix West. Still a couple of faithful fans here at the ballpark. Honestly, still more than at a Bucks game. As that one right down the pipe. 3-1 now. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Whiff on second. He will swing, and it's a foul tip. That was into the catcher's mitt and then falls out. So he stays alive. We are full payoff pitch for Osmond now. You know what I've always wanted to see here was, and this would be very impressive, it probably will never happen, is this one is lifted out towards right field and into the glove of right field Cooper Kunis for out number 3. That's going to do it. I'll tell you what I always wanted to see when we return, but it is now no runs on 1 hit. There is no errors and 1 left on base. On to the bottom of the ninth, closing time for the Chinooks here in Anchorage. They lead it 3-0.
First National Bank Wealth and Trust, providing investment, trust, and fiduciary services to Alaskans since 1947. Our wealth and trust professional will help guide personal investment strategies designed for your unique priorities and goals. Thank you to First National Bank Wealth Management and Trust.
$20 and I'll do it next. Someone ran on the field. You didn't see it?
Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. As you see something new every day, we had a streaker on the field. As this is no drill. We've seen some guys run onto the field as an example from canine unit demonstrations in the Valley and at Lee Jordan. This is no drill. This is just Anchorage and Mulcahy Stadium. You got a real streaker, ran all the way across the field, and then climbed over the tallest fence he could find in the left field corner. Oh my goodness. And now we'll get to the new pitcher, Evan Rossi, who will step into a save situation here. Chinooks lead it 3-0 here in the bottom of the ninth in Anchorage. Leading off for the Glacier Pilots, it is number 1, the first baseman, Drew Johnson. Johnson, he is 0 for 3 in the ballgame so far. First pitch missed downstairs, it's 1-0. Now Evan Rossi, he is out of Seton Hill University, hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The ERA sitting right at 1.93. No wins or losses on 4 appearances. 3 saves on the season, 4 2/3 pitch, giving up 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts for Rossi. The 1-1 pitch, down and away, 2-1. Now, what I was going to say at the end of the inning, the top of the ninth, what I've always wanted to see, which probably will never happen, but I want to see someone drill a homer. As that one is into the air, that should be out number 1. Underneath it is Butler. And the Chinooks now 2 outs away from victory. It is now Braden Horn, who is 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. But I would love to see someone homer here and belt it through the uprights over there at the Anchorage Football Stadium. I know that would be an absolutely mammoth shot, but it would be pretty cool to see. Belt it over the fence and then be able to hit the it's good celebration as someone's rounding the bases. Just the whole dugout just giving you the field goal symbol as you come home. It'd be pretty fun. Again, I don't know we'd ever see that because that would be a behemoth of a homer, but it'd be pretty funny. 1-1, or that should actually be, yeah, 1-1. As Rossi delivers a swinging strike on a pitch in the turf. 2-2, or 1-2, excuse me. Waiting on deck for the Pilots, it is Jake Dahl. As this has been a night the Pilots would love to forget. Swing and a miss. That'll send them packing. And it is 1 out from victory now for the Nooks. As we are 1 minute away from 11:30. See if we can finish it 11:30 on the dot here. 2.5 hours from a 9 o'clock start would be lovely. With sprinkler delays, multiple of them. And a streaker. What hasn't this game had? A home run through the uprights. That's what it hasn't had. Strike at the knees. It's 0-1. But we really do appreciate all of you who've stuck around with us to the now 11:30 hour, 2.5 hours in. As the Chinooks 2 strikes away, 1 strike away now. That one swung on and missed. Evan Rossi can finish the job with 1 calculated pitch. The righty comes set out of the stretch. The 0-2 way outside. Will not finish the job there. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2. Strike looking on the corner. That's your ball game. 3-0. Nooks win it in a summer solstice ball game. Your final is at 11:31 Alaska time. Still some blue sky, as this has been a nice win for the Chinooks. They moved to 7-3 on the season in a 3-0 victory. The Chinooks now have sole possession of first place in the Alaska Baseball League. How about it? We will take a quick break and break it all down, give you your final line scores when we return.
As your Anchorage Glacier Pilots play host to the Kenai Peninsula Oilers at 6 p.m. The park will be closing and locked within 30 minutes. Please make your way to the exits. We look forward to seeing you at our next game. That final score once more, Chinooks 3, Pilots 0. Thank you for coming, and please drive home safely.
Welcome back to Anchorage. As the sprinklers come back on, they're allowed to stay this time around. Let's take a look at your final line scores. For the home team, the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, it was no runs on 6 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on base. As for the Chinooks, 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors, 10 left on base. Wasn't necessarily the prettiest game for either team, but the Chinooks, they got ahead early, never gave up the lead. And how about Mason Trotter? 7 full innings, no runs in an absolute masterclass. Mason Trotter, just phenomenal here in Anchorage in our summer solstice midnight sun bonanza. It was a fun one from start to finish, and in really good time as well. So we are going to head out here in just a few moments, but let's just take a look at the runs scored for the Chinooks. It was a run off of the Reese Vassar RBI infield single in the first inning. Austin Young came home to score. Samuel Hess home to score after he reached on an error in the second. Kai Butler brought him home. And then in the fourth, Blake Allen home after reaching on a walk on the Cal Whiff sacrifice fly. So that was your scoring. Chinooks didn't get anything else, but they didn't need anything else. Evan Rossi with the save. He shut them down, 1-2-3 in the ninth, as the Glacier Pilots just really never got anything going offensively. Chinooks moved to 7-3 on the season. The Peninsula Oilers in second at 6-3. The Matsu Miners in third at 3-3. The Bucks now in sole possession of fourth at 3-6. The Glacier Pilots in dead last, 3-7 on the season. Let's take one more look at the fishing report for the Chinooks. Before we head out tomorrow, we will be in action 4 o'clock at Herman Brothers Field in Palmer against the Miners. Please show up and show out there in Palmer. And then it will be a day off on Monday before we head back home to Lee Jordan and Chugiak against these same Glacier Pilots at 6 o'clock. There then 2 days off, Thursday and Friday. We are off before returning back home to Lee Jordan at 6 o'clock against the Glacier Pilots on Friday. Again, sorry, that was Wednesday and Thursday we're off. Friday, we are at home, Lee Jordan at 6 o'clock. But that should about do it for us here in Anchorage, Mulcahy Stadium. Once again, your final score, it is 3-0 Chinooks over the Anchorage Glacier Pilots. This has been Clayton Jackson from all of us here at the Chugiak-Eagle over Chinooks AIA Baseball. We thank you for tuning in and hope to see you tomorrow in Palmer.